Okay, get this. Less than a quarter of commercial baby foods in Kuala Lumpur actually meet basic nutritional standards.
Yeah, just 24%.
Yeah,
It's pretty shocking when you think about how many parents are relying on these foods.
right, exactly. And that's why we're doing a deep dive today on this new research study from Malaysia,
They didn't just look at what's in these baby foods, but also how they're being marketed.
which is a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
So we're going to really dig into both of those sides of it.
Absolutely. And for this study, they used something called the WHO Euro NPPM criteria.
Oh, okay. Breaking out the acronyms already.
Well, basically, it's a set of guidelines for evaluating the nutrition and marketing of baby foods all in one.
So kind of a holistic approach.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're a parent, a caregiver, or really anyone who cares about, the health of the next generation, this deep dive is for you.
I think we all remember those like classic jars of baby food, right? Like we survived on that stuff.
Right. But it's not just about like filling tiny tummies. There's so much more to it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever thought about how our taste preferences even develop? Like, I bet you can remember a specific food you loved as a kid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I still crave my mom's mac and cheese to this day. It's like pure comfort food.
My grandma's apple pie.
Yeah.
Like, the smell alone takes me right back.
Yeah.
So you're saying those early food experiences really shape our palates?
Big time. It's like those early years hardwire our relationship with food. And that's why those first 1,000 days of a child's life are so crucial.
1,000 days. That's from conception to their second birthday, right?
Yep, exactly. It's a period of insane growth and development.
So what a baby eats during that time really makes a huge difference.
Huge GE impact on everything from brain development to their risk of chronic diseases later on.
Wow. Okay, so this 1,000-day window you keep mentioning, can we unpack that a little more? What makes those first 1,000 days so crucial?
Imagine you're building a house. You want that foundation to be solid and strong, right? So it can support everything you build on top of it.
Makes sense.
A baby's development is the same. During those 1,000 days, their brains are just growing so fast. Their bodies, their immune systems, their taste preferences, it's all being laid down.
So the nutrition they get during those 1,000 days can really make or break things.
Pretty much. It sets the stage for their long-term health.
All right, so given all of that, where did things start to go wrong with the baby food in Malaysia? What did this study actually find?
So one of the biggest red flags was the sugar content.
Sugar, really, in baby food.
Yeah, almost a third of the baby foods they tested had excessive sugar, and over half of them had added sugar.
Added sugar, not even naturally occurring sugars. So we're talking about just empty calories, right? No nutritional value.
Exactly. And it's not just about immediate health issues either. Early exposure to too much sugar can actually rewire a kid's taste preferences.
So they're more likely to crave sweet stuff later on.
Exactly. Which can set them up for all sorts of problems down the road: obesity, type 2 diabetes, even heart disease.
That's scary stuff. So where's all this added sugar hiding? Are we talking about the obvious culprits? Like, sugary desserts marketed for babies?
Actually, no. The biggest offenders were dry or semi-dry snacks and finger foods.
Interesting. I can see how those would be tempting for parents. They seem convenient, portable, maybe even healthy at first glance.
Exactly. And that's where the marketing comes in, which we'll get to in a minute. But first, the study also found that a lot of these baby foods had too much sodium.
Sodium, like salt,
Yep, over a quarter of the products had way too much, which is another big concern.
just like with the sugar. I'm guessing too much sodium early on can lead to problems later.
Exactly. Things like high blood pressure and other issues.
So we've got sugar, we've got sodium. But the study also uncovered something else that I found really surprising. A lot of these products were missing information on their labels.
Yeah, it was a lot. 65% of them didn't give complete information on key things.
65%. Seriously.
Yeah, things like the actual percentage of fruit, the amount of water they added, whether they had any trans fats, even the total sugar content in some cases.
Wow, that's a lot of missing info. If parents don't have that information, how are they supposed to make informed choices? Like they're trying to hide something.
It definitely raises some questions about transparency. And you know what? This actually ties into those marketing tactics we were about to discuss.
Okay, so let's get into that. Then we can talk about what parents can do about all of this.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to sound pretty overwhelming.
It is, but the good news is knowledge is power. This is where it gets really tricky. The study found that not a single one of the baby foods they looked at met all the recommended marketing guidelines.
Wait, not even one? Come on.
Oh, and you want to know the biggest culprit? Health claims, vague, misleading language-making stuff sound way healthier than it actually was.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Oh, they found everything. Nutritious, healthy, supports bone and brain development, you name it.
Ah, yeah, those buzzwords. Every parent wants to hear that.
Right. And it's not just the words themselves. Sometimes they'd play up a certain ingredient, like list it super prominently, even if there's barely any of it in the actual product.
So you think it's healthy, but it's really not? That's
Yeah,
messed up.
totally. And then there was the issue of products being marketed for babies under 6 months.
Which is a big no-no, right?
Yeah.
Breastfeeding only up to 6 months.
Exactly. WHO guidelines are very clear on that. But they found 8 products specifically marketed for babies under 6 months, and another 13 that didn't even say anything about age at all.
Wow, so misleading. What else did they find?
Those squeezable pouches, super popular these days, right?
Oh, yeah. Every parent I know has those in their diaper bag.
Well, a lot of them didn't have any warnings about the dental problems that can come from babies sucking on the spout for too long.
That's a good point. I never even thought about that.
And then there was the issue of missing preparation instructions.
You'd think that would be pretty basic.
Right. But a lot of the products didn't have clear guidelines on how to prepare the food, so parents might not be giving their babies the right amounts or consistency.
Man, this is a lot. So basically, parents are getting bombarded with all this misleading information. It's got to be tough to make good choices.
It is, and that's why this research is so important.
Yeah.
It's not about scaring parents. It's about giving them the knowledge they need to make informed decisions.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What can parents do?
Yeah.
This is starting to feel kind of overwhelming.
I hear you. But like I said, knowledge is power. So first things first, become a label detective.
Ooh, I like that.
Don't just glance at the front of the package. Really scrutinize that ingredient list. Look for added sugars. Check the sodium levels. Figure out what all those ingredients actually are.
So basically, don't trust the marketing hype. Go straight to the facts.
Exactly. And remember all those misleading health claims we talked about. Be skeptical. Don't just take their word for it.
Makes sense. What else?
Whenever possible, prioritize whole foods. I know making your own baby food can seem like a lot of work,
It does sound kind of intimidating.
but it doesn't have to be a huge ordeal. You can steam and puree fruits and veggies, or even offer soft-cooked pieces that are easy for little hands to grab.
Right. Going back to that 1,000-day window. Building those healthy habits early.
Exactly. And one last thing. Don't be afraid to be an advocate. Talk to your pediatrician. Connect with other parents. Look for organizations in your area that are fighting for better baby food standards.
So it's not just about making changes in your own home. It's about pushing for systemic change.
Exactly. You can even reach out to local officials and voice your concerns. Your voice matters.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So this study was focused on Kuala Lumpur. But what about the rest of Malaysia? Could this be an even bigger problem?
That's the million-dollar question. We just don't know yet. This study gives us a snapshot of what's happening in Kuala Lumpur, but we need more research to really understand the scope of the problem nationwide.
So it's possible this is just the tip of the iceberg.
It's definitely possible, especially in areas where parents have less access to information and resources.
So what can our listeners do to find out what's happening in their own communities? And maybe even help make a difference?
If you're interested in learning more, the full study is available online. It's called Assessment of Commercial Baby Food Quality and Promotion in Malaysia for Policy Development.
We'll be sure to include a link to that in the show notes.
And beyond reading the research, think about your own local context. What resources are available for parents in your area? Are there local groups advocating for better baby food standards?
Good questions to be asking.
Talk to your pediatrician. Connect with other parents. Reach out to local officials. There are so many ways to get involved.
It's amazing how a single research study can spark so much awareness and action.
Absolutely. And that's what we're all about here, giving you the knowledge and tools to advocate for better options for all babies. Because even small actions can make a big difference. So true. Well said. All our listeners out there, stay curious, stay informed, and never underestimate the power of your voice. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.